Hello, Leo. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing your March monthly reading. So let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Leo for the month of March. Create fell out. Do I need to take create? It says create. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. On the bottom is release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situation from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. All right, let's get the graffiti cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Leo for the month of March. Have antagonist, active adversary, arch nemesis, and frenemy. Competition, trying to win at all costs. Someone's intimidated by you. And left on red, ignoring and moving on. On the bottom is destructive forces, tower moments, external conflicts, and internal struggles. It looks like someone's trying to start drama here. Or there's a conflict going on. It looks like it's being ignored. It looks like someone's not feeding into whatever's going on here. Let's get the what's the tea. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Leo for the month of March. I have groupie, bad karma, and in their head, overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. The bottom is threatening, intimidating, threatened, and bothered. So that makes twice we've seen something about, yeah, someone's intimidated by you. What this looks like to me is someone is really in some kind of tizzy about someone else. And the one who they're in a tizzy about is really not that affected. This is like, why are you so obsessed with me? But this is more of in a way of like they're angry or they want to get revenge. But in regards to the feeling of who is dealing with this, it's like, what did I do? Like, I don't think the one who's dealing with this really knows why or that this person is feeling this way. All right. So this could be a friend, family member, coworker. So let's go ahead and get started with the tarot. We're going to start the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Leo for the month of March. I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Strength, Leo energy. The Magician in reverse, Virgo, Gemini energy. Something is not going in someone's favor. Having strength to not take action. Chariot in reverse. Something isn't moving forward. So what this looks like is someone's bothered. This could be some kind of competition. Like someone could be angry at the other because they're getting something. The one who they're angry at is getting something that they're not. And that's kind of what this looks like here with the Chariot in reverse. Like something isn't going their way. So this is almost like a hidden enemy or someone that smiles in your face while they're stabbing you in the back. So tell me about the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Strength, and the Magician in reverse. Ten of Cups, It's like they're jealous or they're angry that something is going someone else's way. Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Four Wands in reverse. Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. This could be an ex as well. Hanged Man in reverse. What this could be. Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Five of Swords. I'm thinking this could be a love situation. And this looks to me like this could be an ex who is unhappy that someone is moving on and being happy without them. It looks like there was a hope here of reconciliation. This person was hoping that, or there was a thought that the other would come back. Someone was hoping to reconcile, and that wasn't successful. So what I think's happening here is this person, this ex, is seeing the other move on, and they're not happy about it. They're not happy because the other person is happy. Tell me about the overall energy for Leo for the month of March. Privileged lady. Yeah, this is like my Nine of Pentacles. This is like single person doing well on your own, better off on your own. See, it's saying that things are not going in someone's favor because someone is happy and has become free or unstuck of something or someone. Doing well on their own, better off on their own. And the key, getting answers. See, this is saying that a reconciliation is not successful. Having strength because a reconciliation isn't successful. So someone has realized or found out that there's not going to be reconciliation here. And it's like they're trying to have strength in knowing that. Unexpected income. See, it's saying someone isn't taking action, like the relationship is ending. Someone has turned their back. Let me see what this unexpected income is. Tell me about unexpected income. Marriage. Yeah, this looks like this was a marriage. On the bottom is message of concern. What this is saying is someone thought that the relationship was going to come back together, and now they are realizing that it's not, that someone is moving on, moving forward, and they're seeing that this person is happy in moving on and moving forward, and that makes them unhappy. That's what's keeping them in their head. It looks like if that's the case, they may have been getting what they deserve, but this groupie is that person, the one who's um it's like they're way too invested in what someone else is doing. So let's see the first half of March for Leo. Tell me about the first half of March for Leo. Knot of Coin, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, Chariot in reverse. Confusion or illusion, deception, avoidance, fear. Let's see. Knot of Coin, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, King of Swords, Knot of Wands, Ten of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Wands. Lovers in reverse. Three of Swords. Yeah. Nine of Coin in reverse. It's showing that this person is being told that the relationship is not going to continue. Like someone is being told it's over. Where there is confusion or illusion, there is communication or clarity that there's a breakup here. A harsh ending, someone's using logic over emotion. See, it's saying that someone was trying to take action to avoid this happening. So what seems to be going on here is this person, the person who's angry, has done something in the relationship. And there was this time of, are we together or are we not? This person was felt very confident that there would be a reconciliation, and then there was clarity that there's not going to be a reconciliation. And now this person is pissed off because the other is not reconciling. They're pissed off because the other is moving on without them. Or there's something about this person has seen or heard or looked on social media or something and seen that the other is happy. Because I'm really getting that this person is upset because the other has moved on and is happy. Um, this feels to me like I know I done something to you, but how dare you move on and leave me and be happy? That's the feeling it's giving. So to me, the first half of March is showing up like this person is getting clarity that the relationship is over. Tell me about the first half of March for Leo. Yeah, the Mass, theft and destruction. Ten of Swords, a harsh ending. See, it's showing like an offer was made, but then there was a harsh ending. So I feel like this offer is talking about the possibility of reconciliation. Well, that ended. Someone used logic and ended the relationship. Destruction. This could be due to destruction, or this is just indicating the end of the relationship. The well, this is looking at something more deeply. Yeah, see, there was confusion or illusion here, which it's indicating to me like things were up in the air in regards to where the relationship was going. But that King of Swords, once again, this is using logic or communication of Three of Swords, a breakup. So someone may have said here, I need time to think about this, and time was given, and they decided to end the relationship. So the house is a literal home, family, stability, security. So this could have been a marriage. But once again, it's saying that the one who done the thing was trying to take action to avoid the other becoming single. They wanted them to stay in the relationship, whether it's a marriage, long-term commitment, whatever it was. Um, the problem here is this person, when things were up in the air, they were confident that the other was going to return. And whenever they saw that didn't happen, that's when they got upset. But they're not taking into account the reasons why someone is leaving. It's just a feeling of how dare you leave me and go be happy and leave me behind. That's the feeling I keep getting. So tell me about the second half of March for Leo. Death in reverse, Scorpio energy, Three of Cups. Yeah. And the Four of Wands in reverse. this person is really there is this feeling of like someone is thinking, I can't believe you have the audacity to leave me. But I swear, I feel like they're the ones that caused someone to leave in the first place. Um, so this person is really weighing their ego, or they're having trouble accepting reality. It's saying here that this person didn't want something to interchange. They wanted to reunite. But the relationship, that I'm telling you, this is a divorce, or the relationship is ending. Death in reverse, Three of Cups, Four of Wands in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, they didn't want something to interchange, but that is not going in their favor. The Page of Cups in reverse. Wanting to reunite, but not accepting an apology. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. The relationship is ending. The spark is gone. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Do I need to take the Empress? Is it in reverse? So the Empress in reverse fell out. Ten of Coin in reverse. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. So it's saying there's no expansion or growth here. So for the one who's leaving, they feel like there's nothing left in the relationship. Like there's no expansion or growth. The one who's leaving feels like the passion is gone, the spark is gone. The person who's leaving doesn't have regret about leaving. This does seem to me like a marriage or a long-term commitment. This feels to me like one of those situations where the signs that the relationship was going in a bad direction, the signs were there for a really long time, but the person who's doesn't want the other to leave is acting as though this is the first they're hearing of it. And the one who's leaving is like, I've been telling you things were bad for a long time. That's what this feels like. So tell me about the second half of March for Leo. Birds, family, or gossip. Poverty. So this can be literal poverty, but I feel like this is leaving someone out in the cold. Instead of reuniting, someone's being left out in the cold. And the staircase. This is making a choice. Someone doesn't have regret about ending the relationship. The one who's leaving does not have regret about it. And it feels to me like the one who is mad feels like it's like they're the one playing the victim here. See, we have this false person on the bottom. This feels more to me like someone who's not willing to take accountability for the part they played in the reason this relationship ended. And now that it is ending, they're acting like they're surprised and shocked that things are happening the way they are. And that's why the other is acting so unbothered, because they've been preparing for this for a long time, or they've been seeing this coming for a long time. And this does seem like someone who, once they see they're not going to get their way, is going to be dramatic, make a scene. And I feel like the one who's dealing with it is going to pretty much ignore it. So tell me about the outcome for Leo, the month of March. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords. See, this is like this in their head. Justice in reverse. Without a doubt, this seems like it's a divorce. Or once again, the end of a long-term relationship. But this is what I was talking about, is this person is acting shocked that this is happening. And I don't think there's anything to be shocked about. It's just this seems like someone who may have put on blinders to the problems, or they're definitely the type of person who is like, I'm not the problem, or whatever I've done is not the problem. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, Justice in reverse. They have a hard time taking accountability for their actions or their part in whatever's happened here. Queen of Cups, Death, and Nine of Swords. There's something about the divorce they're worried about. Queen of Cups, Death, Nine of Swords. I don't think they want the relationship to end. I think that's what they're worried about. But the fact of the matter is they're pretending like they didn't see these problems, but they just chose not to see these problems. And now that action, as long as action wasn't being taken, there was nothing to be concerned about. Well, now it's come to the point of where action is being taken. So now they're freaking out about it. Two of Coin, the Sun, yeah, yeah, Nine of Wands. Yeah, that's what it is. Now that there's clarity that there's an ending here, now they're freaking out. And this is like, I feel like what they're saying to the others, oh, you're just going to give up. You're not even going to try. And for the one who's dealing with this, they're like, I have tried. I've tried for a long time. Past the point of trying at this point. So tell me about the outcome for Leo for the month of March. Distant horizons. This is about illusions or dreams. This is, yeah, not seeing things clearly. That's what this is saying. For the one who's dealing with this, things have been up in the air for a long time in regards to breakup, sadness, heartbreak, disappointment. The one who's angry is too consumed with how they're feeling and to notice how the other is feeling. The moon is illumination. Yeah. This is like big news to this person. And once again, this is not about the fact that this person was unaware or anything. It's they are just now choosing to see what's going on here. Sudden wealth. Let me get another card for sudden wealth. Tell me about sudden wealth for... Yeah, tell me about sudden wealth. Wearing a mask. It looks to me like this person is concerned about money in regards to a divorce. The truth of the matter is, for the one who's angry, they're trapped in they're freaking out because didn't think this would happen. They kind of put it off as like, oh, they're not going to leave. And now it's become reality. So that's the reason they're freaking out. Tell me about the advice for Leo for the month of March. Ace of coin in reverse. Queen of coin. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Six of Swords. Yeah. What this looks like to me is it doesn't matter how much someone freaks out, the other is still leaving. That's what this is saying. Not trying again, moving on, moving forward, moving out. Ace of coin in reverse, Queen of coin, Six of Swords. Queen of coin. Seven of wands in reverse. And the Hierophant. I'm hearing like, I can't believe you're leaving me, or how dare you leave me. I keep hearing stuff like that. But for the one who's dealing with this, it's almost like they're so used to hearing all these things that it's like they're continuing to move forward, even though it's like they're using deaf ears in regards to how this person is reacting. It's because they either expected it or because they're used to it. But how this person is reacting is not affecting the one that's dealing with it. Queen of coins, Seven of wands in reverse, the Hierophant, the Fool, a Hermit, and the Four of swords in reverse. There was without a doubt a time of like things being up in the air in regards to where the relationship was headed. So there could have been a separation, or there could have been a time where someone said, I need to think about what I want to do here. But ultimately, someone chose to end the relationship, chose to move on. Um, that's what this is saying here. Not trying again, starting something new, releasing someone, being in solitude. This is saying there was a question here about the commitment, whether someone was going to come out of separation, that someone choose to move on, move forward. So if this reading is for the one who's freaking out about someone leaving, it's saying it doesn't matter how much you freak out, someone is leaving. They've already made up their mind. There's nothing you can do to change that. If this is for the one who's dealing with this, it's saying don't let what this person is doing affect you. If your mind is made up, then just continue moving on. Tell me about the advice for Leo for the month of March. Now the ring is commitment. Not trying again in regards to the commitment, starting something new, or taking a leap of faith. Thoughts. Yeah. This is saying that someone would rather release the other and be alone. That's their thoughts. They want to be in solitude. They don't want to be with the other person. And imprisonment. I feel like the in between time of when things were up in the air really had this person in their head. Or if it wasn't that time, because I feel like they were confident that the other was going to return. I feel like this person didn't start freaking out till they realized the relationship is actually ending. That's when they got trapped in their thoughts. This imprisonment is the same as in their head. And there could be a lot of reasons why this person is freaking out like this. I just don't think they were concerned until someone was literally walking out the door. And I feel like this is a story about it is a bit of karma. It's like you can't wait. The story here is you can't wait until it's too late to think you can try and fix things. All right. So timing cards for Leo. Messages for Leo for the month of March. Have in November, and it's up to you. All right, let's get the Awakened Soul messages for Leo for the month of March. You have surrender. And on the bottom is healing. So let's see what surrender says. It says, today you're being asked to gracefully hand over the need to control the path and outcome of the situation. This can be hard, especially when you have invested so much. When you try to control, you put up blocks. When you relinquish control, you create space for things to move again. If you are able to give it over with the grace, ease soon fall. If you are able to give it over with grace, ease soon follows. This card also holds a message of accepting where you are. It does not serve you or others to deny where you are. When you accept and give up your projections or illusions, you can move forward. Are you being challenged to give something up to a higher power? How does that challenge you? Allow something outside of yourself to bring you miracles. Surrender is also allowing yourself to be totally present in the moment, to be open to feeling powerful emotions, to being in awe of the majesty and magic around you. Surrender to the way you feel completely. Surrender to love. For those of you who crave freedom, this is a powerful card. The more you can work to loosen the grip you have of the journey and outcome, the more free you can be. Trust that you are going to be provided for and that good things will consistently happen to you, and they really will find a way to become reality. Shadow meaning control, fear, lack of trust, worrying about the outcome or future, manipulating the outcome. Affirmation, I surrender. Personal reflections, do I trust that the universe has my back? All right, Leo, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.